saw young Americans killed by the very weapons I created to defend them and protect them. And I saw that I had become part of a system that is comfortable with zero accountability.
For as long as I can remember, I just wanted to do what was right. I guess I'm not quite sure what that is anymore. And I thought I could throw myself back in and follow orders, serve. It's just not the same.
Even when I had nothing, I had Bucky.
Who the hell is Bucky?
There was an idea called the Avengers Initiative. The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people, see if they could become something more. See if they could work together when we needed them to fight the battles that we never could.
Nothing's been the same since New York.
A hostile alien army came charging through a hole in space. We're standing 300 feet below it.
You experience things, and then they're over and you still can't explain them. Gods, aliens, other dimensions. I'm just a man in a can.
After New York, I convinced the World Security Council we needed a quantum surge in threat analysis. For once, we're way ahead of the curve.
By holding a gun to everyone on Earth and calling it protection. This isn't freedom. This is fear.
S.H.I.E.L.D. takes the world as it is, not as we'd like it to be. It's getting damn near past time for you to get with that program, Captain.
Society's at a tipping point between order and chaos. You don't do your part, I can't do mine. And Hydra can't give the world the freedom it deserves.
There's a man on the bridge. Who was he? But I knew him.
We all know why we're here. In the last 6 months, Anthony Stark has created a sword with untold possibilities. And yet he insists it's a shield. He asks us to trust him as we cower behind it. You know, we live in a world of grave threats, threats that Mr. Stark will not always be able to foresee.
I see a suit of armor around the world.
Sounds like a cold world, Tony.
I've seen colder.
It wasn't tricked, I was shown. It wasn't a nightmare, it was my legacy. The end of the path I started us on.
You rise, only to fall. You, Avengers, you are my meteor, my swift and terrible sword, and the earth will crack with the weight of your failure.
I saw my mother crushed to death under a building that you people destroyed. I was trying to pull my mother out from the rubble, watching her bleed to death, while all around me, you people were raining down hell.
You've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
I'm here tonight to address growing concerns among our citizens of the threats we face that are not of this world. Every day, new dangers present themselves, filling our peaceful streets with chaos. I don't need to remind people of the catastrophes in New York, London, and most recently, Sokovia. Tragedies that seem to be growing in number and scale. And the organization we had in place to protect us, S.H.I.E.L.D., brought airships raining down in our nation's capital.
Your name is James Buchanan Barnes. I'm not gonna fight you. You're my friend. You're a wanted man. I don't do that anymore. But the people who think you do will come right in. They're not planning on taking you alive.
I know how much Bucky means to you. Stay out of this one. Please, you'll only make this worse.
Banner and I were doing research.
That would affect the team.
That would end the team. Isn't that the mission? Isn't that the why we fight? So we can end the fight, so we get to go home?
If we can accept limitations, we're no better than bad guys.
That's not the way I see it. The price of freedom's high. It's the price I'm willing to pay.
Every time someone tries to win a war before it starts, innocent people die. Every time.
You chose the wrong side.